So basically, this is the person that you know used to be a certain way in particular. Maybe they've changed a little bit or a lot. And when you're like, hey, how's it going? Is everything going good for you? They're like, yeah. Or you know, in particular, let's just say, this person you might even be onto as good as I am, and you know that they've like literally said or thought something in specific. And like, let's just say they were talking crap about you behind your back, or that you heard that they had a problem with something that you were doing, and you know, maybe even at first you were like worried that it hurt their feelings and you actually cared. I feel like my hands are like a little bit like sticky or gritty, probably from the product. Anyways, this person you just know doesn't feel very good, or if they would like something to happen in their life that would be better or more pleasurable. But every time you offer any type of help or any guidance or even just listening to them is about, it's just like kind of the same thing, different day. Everybody else, like everyone actually knows that this person does this. And that's what I'm saying. This is not number one, man. Like your normal person, you would normally think it's always this person. It's definitely you that's doing the shit that they're doing. But if you're to a point where you're just barely starting to realize that the person that usually fucks with you is settling down, they're actually getting a little bit more mature, they're older. And this person's actually kind of been staying as much out of it as they can for a while. It hurts them and it's very tiring for them as well. So what's happening now is that the little buddy underneath, there's two buddies underneath of your person. One of them is, there's definitely a favorite, but that's this person's favorite. That doesn't mean that the person that looks like they're up this person's butt or a little brown noser or the one that gives them all the information, that's not the one who's the favorite. It's the one who's not the favorite. This person wishes they were a fucking favorite of this person's. They are jealous, honestly, of the relationships that other people have with other people. And it's not just with this person, it's with multiple. They want what other people have, and they have this envy and this jealousy vibe about them. This person's definitely picks up on narcissistic or sociopath vibes, and they have hate and within them. This person will stare very deeply into the souls, and they really do think terrible things, honestly. In their mind, they're thinking about your downfall. They're thinking about you don't deserve what you have. They think you... Some of them even take things from you when they're visiting. They steal, they could try to ruin your relationships behind your back. This person also could bring things into your life or conversations or drama or so forth that they feel like might stress you out or throw you off balance a little bit. This is all literally BS. Okay, this person, everything, I'm finding out with these ones, which is crazy. Everything, actually, I really don't know how much I really will ever believe out of this person's mouth ever again, honestly, because these type of people will tell you to say their boyfriends are doing terrible things. Like, honestly, things that you should be speaking up for them about. They should be speaking up for themselves about. It could be anything from, like, cheating to even abuse, driving real fast, and scaring them with the baby in the car. I mean, it could be anything like that. It's pretty serious stuff, basically. Multiple different types of serious accusations will come to the point where you're like, okay, we need to do something about this. I don't think that this is okay. I'm not okay with this person treating you like this. You start getting a little defensive like a friend would. This person is going to, out of nowhere, get very panicky, and they're going to ask you, no, please, don't say anything. And it's going to catch you surprisingly off guard because This person actually is always saying stuff about what you have going on. And they actually will tell your bullshit, your business to other people. And you've actually caught this person or had situations with this person in the past of them being two-faced or, being very cruel to you, or, participating in deals with your people that you don't have any connections with and would never want to know anything about your personal life. This person will share every detail with those particular people. This person shares all details with anybody that pays attention to this person. They will share details with those people. They just want to have one of they're in a stage where they have nothing going on, and they feel like by saying some dramatic shit that people are gonna, they've noticed they've gotten a reaction basically when they tell a horrific story. They're kind of like in a childlike state, and they are the only type of real reaction they're getting ever, which they're not separating joy from toxic. They just notice, they just see reaction. Okay, I actually got a reaction out of that. And that is how children behave too. Children, whether you yell at them for what they do or whether you work through it calmly and collectively, they learn that. That's why bad kids, bad kids are not bad kids at all, but when you have a child that's acting out in a very mischievous behavior, they may not get a lot of attention from you usually. And whether you're busy at work or you have a partner that is consuming your time, or this kid just finds himself, hanging out alone a lot, they actually want your attention. And so you're just kind of doing your own thing 24/7. This kid has not really seen how to get your attention in any other way except for that one time. The biggest time, think about any time that you've freaked out the biggest, whatever your largest reaction was, whether it was a huge celebration party saying thank you so much for all you do, we love you, you're the best child in the world. Maybe you bought them a new bedroom set. When they graduated high school, I saw a girl that got that, and I always remembered that. She said, yeah, my parents bought it for me when I graduated high school. I thought, I didn't get, it's just everybody's different. But that child knew her. They had a huge picture of her literally in the living room, and you just really tell that they had so much love for her, and they really cared about her so much, and they made moments to really celebrate her. And it was very noticeable and beautiful, versus a parent that is kind of caught up with their boyfriend all the time. They are fighting maybe with their boyfriend all the time, and then the kid's kind of off doing its own thing, and they get a bad grade. So that's the first and only time that you've really paid attention for a month now, is when they have a conference out of nowhere, which it could have been 2 or 3 months if this conference wasn't even scheduled. So this kid's already got anxiety because they have not been doing good at school because you've been fighting with your partner all fucking day long and night, and you don't know a damn thing about this kid's life. You only pay attention when you find out they're not doing right. What was right, bro? What are you doing that's right? Really, and I've been there. That's why I'm telling you this. We don't understand what's going on, and we're fucking things up. And we do expect our kids to act right. We don't even know what that is for ourselves. We're over here literally going into different services and going to treatment and trying to not be in codependent relationships, and we got a charge here and a charge there, and every little fucking word there's a lot going on. And you know what? Your kids are not priority number frickin' 2. They have to go behind your higher power, but your man or your woman, if they're getting to a point where they in any way are jealous or hateful towards your children, get him out of the house. That is BS. Disgusting behavior. You never, ever, ever let your frickin' partner ever talk to your kids in a disrespectful way. It's bad enough that they have to see it happen to you. You need to understand that, honestly, there's every type of resource ever in the world you could think about out there. And I get it. I didn't think of myself as a domestic violence victim until year 7 out of 8. I was having guns put to my head, and Zeke would play Russian roulette with me and just shoot it off. And, we just didn't know what was ever going to happen. And the whole house was getting trashed and things were broken. And it was a terrible actual scene that my kids actually definitely were a part of. And, we can't really honestly sit there and be ridiculously judgmental or hypocritical. And also we keep our secrets because we don't want them to know, what the kids might have bad grades because, maybe their dad took off 2 weeks ago and we haven't heard from them. Maybe they've been crying because they want to know why their dad left in the first place. Maybe you tell them that their dad's a piece of poop. Maybe this kid has depression. You don't want to go take them into counseling because you're scared that it's going to come back on you. You don't want them to tell your secrets. You know what I mean? It's just literally that way. So your child is only getting your reactions or your attentions basically when they do something bad, out of line. And they're used to you basically are always like, get the house clean, or you holler out whatever duties they have to complete. But they know to be fearful of you. They know that you're going to be doing whatever. They know your schedule pretty much. You don't know theirs. You just expect them to be getting on the bus at the right time, by themselves, getting straight A's. And when you get to this conference, you better hope that I don't hear nothing bad. What did you ever say good at all, dude? That whole time you literally said all that negative stuff. Your child does not have support, love, or any type of trust with this relationship from you. There's just no goodness. It's like a fear-based and non-involved type of relationship. So they don't grow up with skills to do this in their freaking adulthood. And just because you turn 18 does not mean that you freaking know what to do. It just keeps getting worse. So these people, they grow up and they start doing this into the adulthood. They have to go and seek out now proper education and help and counseling and therapy. And yeah, you're going to have to be vulnerable and you're going to have to open up and you're going to have to understand the laws and the regulations and how things work for sure, because you dang right. There will be consequences for everything that we do or say. It will be held against you in the court of law. That's fact. You will find that there will be times when you just do a basic birthday card or a little journal message. You're not really thinking about necessarily the depth or what this thing is saying. Basically, when you're in a dark state of mind, you will journal and you will write things that can be majorly used against you in the future. And I'm not saying to avoid doing that. I'm just making you aware of it. And I really just want you to know that you're probably going to look back at a later time and you're going to be able to understand how these things were looked at in that way, but at the first you won't. You're going to be hurt and offended because you will have more than likely, maybe sent a letter out, maybe you wrote a letter to somebody that you love greatly. In my case, I'd written a birthday card to my mom. And I don't know, I didn't mean to sound like it, but in there she thought that I sound very, depressed, and she even used the word suicidal. And I've never personally felt suicidal, but she saw that in that. And she ended up bringing that up and trying to say what she had to say about it. And I just remember in that moment of time just honestly being really upset and offended that she would turn a birthday card into that. But I don't remember honestly looking at what that card said. I don't feel like I ever maybe read it. Maybe I just had my opinion about what her perception was and left it at that. But the truth is that everybody does have a different perception. And for all we know, especially coming from a state of darkness, that person's perception could have been more than right, rather than ours at that time. And it's always a good thing to be open-minded. I can tell you right now, during that chapter, it was the final chapter for my case. And I thought I was going to actually have it close out in my favor. I had done my 6-month inpatient and got a house, and I did everything. But I was also still in counseling, and I didn't pay attention, honestly, to what she was writing down. But I do remember, honestly, at one point, I hooked back up with James. My mom brought him up to Spokane after almost a year of me not seeing him, and she asked me if I wanted to do a visit at McDonald's with him, which doesn't make sense at all after your daughter just spent a year getting over this toxic person. But I would believe truly with all my heart she was worried that I had actually did my services and I was about to get the kids maybe back. So I feel like she used that as a little way to honestly re-engage our relationship, because there's no good explanation why she would have ever asked us to meet up and do a family visit together, except for that she wanted to reignite that spark in a way that would be very detrimental to my outcome. So if that happens to you, I was an idiot, and I actually trusted the situation. I did notice it was weird, and I thought maybe she'd seen the good in us, or maybe she'd never respected our relationship. She called us, and she called the cops and made sure we weren't ever together, and she called everybody in the world to make sure that she could break us up. Even at my apartment, he was a felon, and it was low-income housing, so you guys already know if you're on that, you can't have a felony. So if they find out anybody that does have one is in your house, you will lose your whole housing, and you can't get housing benefits for them anymore. And it was like $75 a month. It was a great deal. And one day she went over there and screamed in the whole front yard, that James was inside and he was a felon. So you have to understand that you really can't do anything wrong during this chapter. And it's going to hurt you very much, because every person that you love in your whole life is going to be the person that is going to hurt you, break you down. Because you're not actually meant to stick with these people. And that's what's happening right now. You don't understand how in the world people that are supposedly like friends or family or lovers could be doing this stuff to you. But that's what a tower moment is. A tower moment is the universe removing every person and thing from your life that does not belong there. And when we go through the dark night of the soul, it's because we've created an illusion within ourselves, and we see the world that we live in a false way. You see hope in people that are not, they're not good. You want to see them do good. You love them very much, and you believe they are deserving of good things, and you hope that they can get better, they can get clean, or they can stop cheating. You think all that. You hope all that. You pray for them. It's just no lie. You're not doing anything wrong, but you hoping for all this stuff to be a thing and it really truly becoming a thing, it also starts with you allowing this person to stop having you as an outlet or access to run to every time something in their life isn't working out. This person doesn't need to try harder, because they know that they have enough people at this time that are taking care of whatever needs that they need. And even if it's just bare minimum needs, it gets them by. Not a lot of people need a whole lot. Some people can work with very little, and we've all been living, on random different amounts of money throughout our times of life. I was on like $100 or $300 a month for a while, dude. TANF people, same price, about 300 bones a month, dude. And some people are on disability and they only make $600 or $800 a month. No way, dude. Some people don't care about being limited. They don't want to try harder, so they get the bare minimum and they just accept that as what it is, and then they hate everybody around them because they don't have more. That's what makes them a sociopath, is that they choose to stick around and do the same things over and over, and then they're a hater because everybody else has things that they wish they had. And it's a real toxic, situation for them and everybody else to be in. But just be aware of that, and just kind of pay attention to your surroundings, because these people, at this time, I will have to tell you if I find anybody that changes their behavior. But so far, it's still up in the air for whoever's going to be the first person to do it that has this personality type. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't know, because I feel like I figured it out, and it is called a victim narcissist. So victim narcissists are different than narcissists. They actually pretend to be empaths, and they are actual narcissists right from the get-go. Their brain has a premeditated, implanted characteristic of a narcissist in it before they even freaking are activated. They're not as activated already as a normal one or covert. There's so many different kinds, guys. But in this case, we're talking about a victim narcissist, which is somebody that complains and complains and complains, but never takes the opportunity to make anything better. They're the person that we were just talking about. You know, the glare, the stare, the one who has all the problems. But then when you try to help them through it, they're like, no, I have to work. I can't go to the gym. No, I have somebody else going to take me and give me a ride. Oh, no, don't say anything to him about it. No, don't do that. And you're like, why? Literally, just pay attention to what they say. And also, this person will have weird eye movements. This person, or these people in particular, they legit move their eye. I think it's down to the left in particular point. They do actually, could be to the right, to the top, to the left, but I'm not going to tell it you on here because that person's probably watching. I don't want them to know what we have to look for because it's actually a real dangerous person. But watch their eyes, guys, and basically if it looks out of the normal, they are out of the normal. They will do this eye movement every time they tell a lie story. And that was a behavior I saw myself when they started doing it years ago. I just didn't realize that they were not going to take the help over time, and I also didn't realize that there's just been a lot of different realizations. And, you know, everything that we were talking about, that's this person in particular. They're the one who's going to say their boyfriend do hella bad stuff, but you've never seen that person ever act that way. And they're the only person that says anything like this. Every theory or everything that they'll discover about somebody, it's going to be one of a kind, and it'll be the first time that you've ever heard it. And when you actually think this person is an empath and they seem sweet and caring and calm and quiet, they're really not. They are just passive, aggressive, and they're an evaluator. And they're actually watching your every move, and they're recording you and using it against you. And they're the one who pretends to be a sweetheart and stay out of the problem. They're the messenger. They go give this one. They give everything you say to the person that used to be the one who caused problems in your life, the big dog. The big dog stepped down. It don't want to fuck around any more than you want to fuck around anymore. But just like you, when they receive information, they're going to get reactive. So that's what's happening. Little sidekick, Lamo, is literally trying to work towards having victory for the first time ever in their lame life. They have never been the favorite child yet. And they're jealous right now. So honestly, a favorite child, which is not me, I'd watch your back too. Do you really think that? No, if somebody's going to talk about you, they will. If they'll talk about people to you, they will talk about you to other people. It's just the saying. It's the way that it goes. Don't ever think you're special in any way because somebody comes to you with negative information. That's not life. That's not how it goes. Anybody that comes to you with negative information and a smirky smile, especially a smirky smile, I'm really concerned about the smirkiness, because why would somebody in their life ever smile when somebody was in pain? That's serial killer shit. That's sociopath. Sociopaths are different than psychos because they actually, I'm just doing the schedule, guys, so that's what I'm looking at the screen for, in case you're wondering. We got to keep it up today because, you know what? My boss likes like that. She does not mess around. She'll be like, schedules are ready for September. Please post them. And I'm like, I want the fucking night. No, I love her very much. She motivates me to want to stay and do the right things. And today I got to talk to her on the phone, and I talked to her a little bit about my situation. And I told you guys I was thinking about doing that. I needed somebody strong to talk to, and you know what? I told her the truth about everything that was happening, and I told her my family stuff, and I also told her about my new ideas as far as the career path that I want to take. And you know what? She completely supported me the whole time. She said, "This sounds like they're 100% just jealous, and do your thing, and honestly, don't worry about it." And it made me feel really good. She also told me she was thinking about pursuing the same type of thing, and she had just talked to her man about it too. So I just felt amazing after the phone call, and that's what I'm looking for in my life. I'm not looking for people that want to tell me that I can't do something that I love. I didn't ask you if I could or not. I'm just saying I'm doing it and letting you know because I respect you, and I know that you have your opinion about it, and I don't want you to be offended if you heard it from somebody like Sidekick over here, because that's what I keep hearing is going on. When Sidekick be telling everybody what you're up to and trying to ruin your fucking reputation and just being a hater, they have to be the first person to tell your story, so other people might be feeling like they're hearing it from this person and they don't really know how long it's been going on. And that's why Main Man is honestly reacting, because they have the same damn issues that you do. You're both reactors, so you can at least relate to that. You're a confronter, you're a reactor, so don't be mad at Main Man. Main man's getting older, but little man want to fucking play games, dude. That's the one who's going to tell you, you should not be rude to main man because their health is poor. Okay, so why in the fuck are you starting drama? Why are you running your mouth, dude? Why are you lying? Why are you fronting? Like, why you gotta be up in everybody's business all being a hater with your freaking eyebrows looking like that and shit? Go worry about your damn freaking whatever the heck you got going on in your life. I don't know. Sit on your couch some more while your man's at work and tell everybody how you can't clean anything and he should have to do it when he gets home and what a horrible man he is and how terrible your life is while you never have worked at all and you're a target mom on his account. With that stare that you do to me, that you do to him too. So it makes me feel uncomfortable. It makes you feel uncomfortable. Some people honestly just make people legit feel uncomfortable, and that's just the truth. And they stare and they look deeply into your soul, and they look for any type of evidence to use against you, to bring you down, to ruin your life. Because the fact is there truly are some people out there that don't want to do anything to put work or effort into getting better. James was like that. He would legit have rather had me lose everything. Like, he tried to have me lose Halo, and he tried to have me lose my apartment. He tried me everything you could think of, dude. And it was very weird, but I understood immediately what was going on. I could just see that he was trying to literally make me stay at the level that he was because it scared him to actually see me go out of his reach. If I did my services and I moved away, then he would... everyone would know he did it, basically. And that's how these people are. They're not planning on doing anything that they say that they have a problem with in their life. They're not going to do anything about it, bro. They're not. And that's a crazy thing that we're realizing, but that's what it is. And it's like this with lovers, friends, everybody, family. And you just get to a point where you realize, like, this person's not messing around. They actually do not plan on... This whole thing was just like their addiction. These people can not use the different things that you might use, but they use different things as addiction. This person, these people might have addictions to doctor's appointments or to controlling animals or children or, abusing their partner and then claiming to be abused. They could be gamblers, they could be shoppers, they could be they could be freaking two-faced motherfuckers. I mean, there's a million damn things they could be. But they're not your friend, unfortunately. And it's crazy. It's real sad to actually know, because this person was probably your best friend, you thought. But that's how they behave. They're actually gathering every ounce of information on you because more than likely, maybe you were the more popular one in a younger age. And I did pull a card on this specific person, and it said that it will be your turn to now suffer. So... okay, what are you fucking getting me back about? Like our childhood, like when I freaking was rude to you when we were little kids? Okay, well, I guess it's true. I do technically, have to receive my karma for it, but it's good to know that this entire time you've been sitting there honestly planning this out behind my back, and you've gained many different pieces of information upon all the people in your life, and you were supposed to be somebody that everybody trusted, at the end of the day. So yes, go ahead, do your thing. But do know that with a status like yourself, who was supposed to be a very sweet and beautiful and trusting person, you were the actual sweetheart that everybody thought was in the family. Come to find out, you're the biggest psychopath or something of all. You're the angriest, you're the hatefulest. You feel like you fucking have to come. You would screw everyone over, and that's facts. Even Big Dog. You steal from Big Dog. Facts. I know you do. I just felt it in my heart. That's okay. Do your thing on everybody, because the thing about it is that while you're over there doing everything that you're doing, you're being watched too. We all have guardian angels. So, everything that goes up must come back down. That's the way of life, bro. You're not getting away with anything, just like we're not either. And it's not your job to serve karma. You will get in trouble for that too, by the way. So, I don't know if you know all that, but... mostly, I just want you guys to be aware of who it is that is starting problems. So, person number 3, it's normally the favorite child, right? They have their own shit going on right now, and you two probably have a lot in common. Even if this person has shared a couple opinions about the matter, they're hurting actually the most inside, and that's the biggest thing that you need to be focused on. This person has pain in their heart, and they actually have a lot of things in common with you, and these two women that have been basically in between you and this other person. There could be two women in particular, because that's what it is for me, but it could be whatever gender. But there's two people that are actually causing problems between you and this person. And those things actually should be resolved as well, but you know, that's a whole different thing at a different time. The first thing that we need to worry about is actually the condition of everybody's mental health and emotional health. That's my first concern. Because before we start bickering and fighting and trying to ruin everybody's lives back and forth, we need to understand that by reacting quickly, and we can have really bad effects. And we can ruin. We literally fucking have a bad reaction out of it. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen when we trip the fuck out. And people can leave instantly. Like my brother, he'll just leave. Guys have a tendency to just leave. Some of them will dip out and they will just go. And you will have been trying to make a point that you were not meaning for anybody to go, but that's something that you'll think about, or you'll notice, you know, might happen with some people. The reaction you might get out of them could worry you more. You might actually be a bigger person, and you might be able to actually see like how that reaction, it was actually not good for that person to have left or drove away like that you care about this person. And maybe if you do have the ability to master your ability to stay calm in matters such as that, then you will have the results, more and more results. The results that you're looking for, it's in the far future, I'm not gonna lie. We got a few years. This is about learning how to do it and do it correctly, and use your discernment and not be judgmental and not be hateful and not be angry that people are honestly the way that they are. That's not what we need to worry about. We just need to know what they are, how they feel at the time, and how we can apply positivity in those matters the best that we can. We're not here to tell people who to be or how to do, but you should definitely still be aware of your surroundings. And you know, I made a comment or a post the other day saying not to judge people. You don't really know what you would do when you're in those situations or how you would deal with it necessarily. We do make a lot of claims and say we're going to do a lot of things, but when we get in these situations, there's a lot of panic and fear, and it's painful, and you know, certain things, twisted events, and next thing you know, there's more than any you can. Oh my gosh, way more going on than you ever could have imagined, dude. It's insane. And it's everybody is affected by it, and everybody's just telling you to do this and do this and do that, and you're just into depression and anxiety and stress and it's deep. It's deep. So if you're somebody that's going through addiction or depression or mental health, and you don't know what to do, I really am here for you. Please text me. I would never want ever in my life to see you alone go through this. I do not want you to go through this alone. And I love, honestly, all of you with all my heart. So if there's anything in this fucking world that you have not learned yet, or that you just like, hey, I'm really interested in this thing, but I've done this or this, and it's not really moving forward. Is there anything that we could do that you have ideas to do? You know, and just suggest a couple of things. Don't tell them things, but say, yeah, you know what, I actually had something similar like that. And, you know, I tried this, I tried this. And, you know, just give it a little shot. And it might work and it might not. You know, it's okay either way. But it's really just about just having fun and knowing that it will be a lot of trial and error. You're not a manual. You're not a freaking direction guide. So you're winging it. Every day you're winging it. You're growing up and you're changing and you're hormonal, and some, you know, every 10 years you go through a whole decade hormonal change, and your body legit changes and starts doing different things, and you may not understand what you're experiencing. People don't teach us that stuff. They don't tell us necessarily, hey, you know, this is what's going to happen when you're on your period. This is what you're going to feel when you get pregnant. This is the age that you should be getting pregnant. No earlier than 26, and in between 26 and 30, you should definitely not be getting pregnant because your brain is not fully developed. You know, different things. What do you know right now about life? Just that you want to live it, or that you know much about it. It's what you got to get to the bottom of. So Don't be too hard on yourself, you guys. It is a rough life out there. Jay-Z was not lying when he said it was a hard knock life, but I'm wondering why he used that term after he screwed Beyonce over, but that's not my business, right? He made it our business. Anyways, it's whatever. I just haven't liked him since. Oh, I'm so mad about that. She's such a great woman, but some of you are like Beyonce. You have so much beauty, grace, and self-control. You're everything that women used to wish that they were. But this time around, you just stayed with somebody that honestly, you even know, like, screwed you over big time. This person, you were able to sacrifice your whole, some people sacrifice their entire self-worth or respect because they would rather see this person treat them in a certain, whatever this person would ever give them, it's going to be very little to bare minimum, but that's the most they've ever got from this one person in their life, and so they're obsessed with having any type of attention from this person. This could be a lover. Usually it's a man who cheats on this person. Like, I've seen a lot of girls have men that cheat all the time, and they're like, I love my man, I'm gonna always love him. Same with dudes, sometimes with girls who are just like, okay, but it's the same thing sometimes with children to their parents. They seek out that they want this glorified position of the favorite child role. And I could definitely see how that would happen. If there's two middle children, in this case, it could be one of those. And it's just, you'll know who it is. You'll know which one in the family. Usually the couple kids rotate, but there's usually two of them that don't really ever rotate in. They are there, but there's two maybe or more that are specifically, they are treated in a different way. And then there's some that the rest of them are treated in the other way. It's the other way kids that are actually coming back right now for revenge. So just wanted to bring that to your attention. It's not that they're a bad person, it's just where they're at right now with their life, and they're hurting too. This is how they express it personally, and we'll just have to we need to be there for them all as well. It's not their fault that they felt neglected and they felt all the same feelings, and that's what we're going to worry about. We're not going to be mean. We're not going to get revenge. We're just going to speak the truth, just the same. In my opinion, if these people want to, it sounds like they want to play the one-for-one game. They don't have to do that if they don't want to, because you're not wanting to get involved in something like that at all. You'd really rather not do that game, because you might be somebody who's used to these things happening to you, give them constant freaking backlash, pain in the ass freaking type of reactions you're getting constantly from these people. Like, this person's fighting to get this position, and you've already supposedly been in the position. I don't know. Maybe they should have came to anybody that's been in the position. It's just like at work. You'd be like, hey, so Great Clubs called me, and they said if I wanted to come in and be a manager. I saw that you were a previous manager there. I was just wondering how that went for you. Do the same thing with these other positions. You don't have to be weird about it, but honestly, we kind of do want to know why the fuck the last girlfriend didn't want to be with this person. It's not because they're a bitch, you're better. Oh, hell no, she never treated him right, he's my man. No, probably not. He was everybody's man probably too at that time. So just, figure it out, bro. There's a reason why these people have that much time in their day. It's not because they're stay-at-home anything. That's a choice. Natalia has 3 or 4 little kids. She is one of my hardest workers. She loves coming in and getting away from her kids and husband for just 20 hours a week. She loves it. She started crying the other day because summer vacation's about to begin, and she was so scared to tell me that she had to go down to 2 days. I love my crew, and I would never, ever, ever ask a mom to put her kids second from work. That's not what I do here. I love children, and I love my workers, and their kids always come first to me. And it was honestly real sad that she felt like she had to cry. I don't know if she was crying because she was reducing her hours and having to go home to her husband and kids more often, but it gives you that sense of individuality and self, and nobody wants you to be at home 24/7 either. It is a relief for everyone to have a break. If you think you're doing all this work and you have to be where you are and it's so blah blah blah, honestly, the energy that you're expressing is very pollutant. You're making everybody feel like an inconvenience, and when you're complaining to the point where people in every area of your life, you know that every person that you've basically complained to has offered you help and you turned it down. And the good thing at least about this person and the destruction that they're trying to cause, people can at least say that that is true. They don't know if what they're saying about you is necessarily true, but they make it sound pretty damn believable. It's hard not to believe them. You don't give a fuck about what the fuck this person has to say about damn shit, because you know what? You don't sit there and fucking prove yourself to people. And so with your feisty ass little redneck fucking southern ass attitude, they're like, well, if you don't act like that, then you're probably doing it. No, bitch, I'm grown. I fucking pay my bills. What the fuck? I don't need to answer to people. You won't be doing it. Don't worry about answering to these bitches, you know what I mean, at this time. I know it's hard. You want to just sit there and go off on them, but they're not ready for what the fuck you have to say, because they're going to just be mad when you're done. And you're going to say what the fuck you're going to say, because it needs to be damn said. But they can choose at what pace that will happen. By understanding that basically in this situation, they are discovered at least as the source. And this person claims to not be. They say, I didn't do nothing. Really? That's the dumbest shit I heard in my life. It's because I told you actually specific things, because trickery, I wanted to know if you talk shit about me, so I made up some stuff to you, and I wanted to just see what you do. Only you could have said those things, because I only told you for a reason, baby. I knew that you was doing what you do. I caught on a while ago when you wouldn't let me follow through with many different so-called claims that you suggested that you need. I said no problem, I got it under control. Is there anything you get from me? 'Cause I wanna be there for you. I'm a friend to you. You said, no, I think I have something else that I gotta do. Oh no, yeah, I appreciate it, but I don't really like going out in public. Yeah, I would, but I just can't, because like the car seat's in the truck. Well, that's putting my notes in and I'm checking it twice. I've asked you 4 times if you wanna act right, but you keep on complaining to me, and now I'm just wondering how long it's gonna be before I see. What? 4 or 5 years later, you're still telling me the same thing? Bitching about what everybody else ain't doing right. I'm just like, girl, you ain't even got a ring. Why are you here again? What the fuck's going on between the two of you? Because I don't know, man. I've known him for 15 years, and that's not something I think he'd ever do. It's very unfamiliar and unusual behavior for all these people that you know. But I knew before you for like a decade or so. But, I mean, you could be right. I believed you for a little while, but it was very questionable. You said, my friend, it's when you wouldn't let us talk to the person involved that I said, oh, hell, I think this is bull. Then it went into me selecting you for a private interview. I tricked you, asked you specific things that only you would be able to answer. Because I never asked anybody else. You little cute little prancer. But I'm Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and I'm here to steal the show. And I just wanted you to know that I'm a big boss, baby, and there is nothing that you can do. And I'm willing to let you say sorry. I know it'll be a while before I hear from you. I'll do my best to leave this alone. 'Cause honestly, I don't give a fuck what you thinking now. I'm a stripper, I'm a beauty queen. I'm gonna touch my butt on the damn TV, and I don't give a fuck if you're mad at me. I'm like Cardi B. I talked to everyone, even my boss today, and she said fucking nay. I was thinking the same. I told my boyfriend just the other day I wanna make OnlyFans too. I said fucking I'm so glad I called you. I have nobody to talk to. Yeah, I call me a corporate leader, bro. That's all. I didn't know what to do. I can't call you, I can't call you, I can't call you. You don't like what I do. Fuck my life. So yeah, I called my boss. I was just honest. I said, girl, I'm telling you the truth right now. I'm thinking about making some career moves. I'm gonna get an OnlyFans, and I told my family, and they're hating on me about it. And I said I want to reduce down to part-time here, and I want to train Maggie to be taken over as manager, and I just want to sit at home and take pictures of lingerie and beautiful things of myself and make all this. I want to be a millionaire and stuff. And she's literally said, holy shit, girl, I'm legit thinking about doing the exact same thing. I told my husband. I just told mine. Hey, I don't give a fuck. I tell everybody what I'm doing. It's not because I'm looking to get a fucking raise of hands of, am I voting? Are you voting? Or what are you doing? Fucking put that down before I slap it into your fucking mouth. Anyways, I just want to say that, you guys. And I love you, enemy. So we can call it good if you want to fucking give the respect that you've gonna to me. And if you fucking do one more damn thing, listen here, Linda. Pay so fucking bad, dude. I promise you that. If you thought it was bad then, oh fuck, it'll be real fucking fun to get you back for all the things you've done. Announcing my damn fucking news to everybody that was close to you. I'm not dumb. So, what we're gonna do, we're gonna throw in the flag if you'd like to do that. It really don't matter to me, even though you think, oh, I'm gonna get you fucking back. Are you though? Because dude, I'm aware of what anybody can do. I know that thing that you're talking about too. And when you send me messages next time, fucking, why don't you focus on respecting your man and fucking even making him like you instead of you're a dumbass idiot. How many times have you told me that he doesn't even fucking seem like he has? You told me straight up he seems weird and he's quiet and it'd be really nice to meet him, and you're not even sure if you like him. You've told me that he's different than my usual style and that he never speaks to nobody, and when is he coming over? It's been a while. Like, why do you fucking care? You made out with my fucking ex. Is that what you want to know what I'm doing next, bitch? Like, are you jealous ass dweeb? Fucking keep your dumb ass shit to yourself. Because you just need to focus on so many things instead of everybody else. I get it, bro. Maybe you don't. But I'm just saying, no. That, you might think I'm dumb and I think it's Big Dog over here. Or you told me straight up it was this person over here. But listen, I told only you certain things. Because I wanted to do this right now. And I'll do it again. And I'll always find out. You're super easy to tell what you do. It's so easy to figure you out. Because you have nothing going on. And you're so pathetic, you won victory. So you sit there, you don't even get on your knees. You suck. You're not a good fuck. Oh, let's just let this go. Oh, who is the real hoe? No, it's not me. Because baby, I haven't even got down to business yet. But you can bet your ass I'll be online. You'll have to pay for a subscription to see mine here soon. Thank God, you probably will too.